former member of Heart, just current amazing guitar player. You guys played an amazing set. You, Steve Fossen, and Mike DeRozier. How did it feel to be up there with your mates up on stage playing those classic songs?
Well, you know, it's pure joy, and it's funny because it's kind of like riding a bike where you may not have played together for like a year, 2 years, 3 years. You get back and play with those same guys again, and it's like riding a bicycle is too easy a cliche. It's like, I don't know, it's really, really special, and it's so much fun.
You look like you were having a lot of fun up there. Now I'm going to go back to Heart. I'm a big fan, but personally, and I can say this because I'm not in the band or never was. I'm a Heart fan of the 4 albums that you guys did together: Magazine, Little Queen, Dog and Butterfly, and what's that?
Dreamboat Annie.
Dreamboat Annie, of course. That body of work, to me, I mean, it's almost like you could put them together as a solid, complete body of work.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that the band Heart was truly what it was on those albums. And when you guys left the band, it just didn't, I mean, it was a good band. Ann and Nancy are extremely talented, but they kind of started doing what everybody else is doing in the arena rock thing. But back in the day, you guys, kind of took the page out of the Led Zeppelin songbook, and you were incorporating a lot of different genres and instruments and time signatures and tones and textures into the music that to just call it a rock album almost would not even describe it properly. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I thought some of our influences showed a little bit strong in places, but we definitely had our original mark that we put on things, and the nod that we gave to Zeppelin, that's the main one, was a respectful nod of tribute, I think, because to me, the Beatles, I mean, who's going to take the torch from the Beatles?
Right.
Led Zeppelin did, in my opinion. And so, for a band to pay tribute to that, I thought that was really appropriate and good. And we could do Zeppelin really, really, really well.
It seemed to me that, I mean, well, the interesting thing about Heart was at the time there wasn't really a lot of female hard rock vocals. It was pretty much owned.
Oh, no.
I mean, you got Janis.
And blew the roof off.
Right.
And, I've been recording for 30 years or so, and female vocalists come into the studio, and they're trying to belt. And I think, well, geez, they're just not doing it. Why? And Wilson is just such a great singer. And, it's one thing having the talent, but it's another thing having the spirit connected to the talent.
The soul.
That's what Ann and Nancy both really have. And yeah, soul.
Yeah.
And that was why no other guitar player that they ever get will fill my shoes, because I put 100% of my spirit into my playing.
You walked right in.
And that was the magic chemistry of Heart, was that we had not just a triumvirate. Steve Fossen was my best friend since 8th grade. We learned to play our instruments together. Mike DeRozier was such a fan of John Bonham, and Ann and Nance were both just Zeppelin fans.
Right.
So we had this love of the same thing that was so powerful that when we came together, it was just a magic little brew that the only way it's ever going to work again is
Right.
if those people get together again. And you know, after all this time, I think it's just a crime that anything should get in the way of people bringing a band like that together to be able to raise money or, you know, even just please fans. I mean, you know, it's one thing putting it together as a corporate design to make money for somebody, but there's a real practical and necessary reason to put it together to generate a lot of money for people in need, because in the coming years, this is the end, nearing the end of 2009. In the upcoming years, we are going to face such incredible hardship, calamity, and disaster that people are going to really need to come together more than they ever have in the history of mankind.
I agree.
Yeah, and for anything to get in the way of heart getting together to raise money to help that, you know, that's just inexcusable and unacceptable to me.
Life's too short. I mean, the thing is, this is it. This is the only life we have, and to let something to get in the way that is truly special and brings so much joy to people. I mean, there's you know, literally probably over 1 million people that would love to see you guys get back together.
Yeah.
And for, you know, obviously there's business involved, and we know how the business works, but it's a shame. I agree with you, because what you guys did together, in my estimation, is some of the finest work in rock. I mean, in terms of
good music. It was good
it was
music.
good quality music. It's like you said, it had all the right parts at the right time, and it was truly magical. And as soon as you start taking pieces away from the entity, it ceases to become what it is. It's what we are. Well, Roger, I want to thank you very much for your time. An amazing show. It was a privilege to be able to be part of this with you.
Well, just total joy for me. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.